Boo! Hey guys, you're watching For a Couple of Gays with Chentel and Carrie.
It must be Tuesday.
This is our first week, so we're going to do an introduction.
Hello.
Good day.
Hello.
Guten Tag.
Hola.
Bienvenido. Is that how you say it? How?
Howdy.
Let her go first.
Carrie. Motorcycles. Dallas. Retail. 20 years or so. Camping. Travel. History Channel. History in general. Pugs. Working in the yard. Big time. Favorite of mine. Anything to do with power and or hand tools. I do build custom dog beds. I can fix almost anything. I win at Jeopardy almost every time.
She knows weird facts.
Weird
Like
and unusual
everything.
things. Your turn.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. My name is Chentel, of course. I am 32 years old. I just turned 32 this month. The beginning of the month.
The Chentelebration.
All month long. I celebrate it. Everyone celebrates it. The Chentelebration. It's a Chentelebration. Anyway, I love making things. I'm obsessed with pugs. I've been a makeup artist for a very long time. Actually worked for Mac for 5 years. I am a supervisor at a florist, and I enjoy that. I love flowers. I sing, and I play the piano, and I love, 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 love music. Anyway, I love to write poetry, and let's see, I wrote a few notes down here. Oh, I'm from St. Louis, moved to Texas almost 5 years to be with Carrie. I love camping and fishing and the beach. I love the Native American culture. I love to spend time with her. And I love all animals. All of them. I'm done.
Oh.
Anyways, that's a little bit about both of us. A little intro. Now you know a little bit more about the CNC Music Factory.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about this week's topic. It's a very serious topic. And we're going to kind of give you our view on it and maybe a little advice on the subject. And the subject is depression and self-harm. We know that there are a lot of children, teenagers, adults that suffer with either of these and or both at the same time. Usually they kind of go hand in hand a bit. I have experience with depression my whole childhood into my college years, and somehow I pulled myself out of it. I don't necessarily know if I remember all the details and how I did so, but I do remember that two things that might have helped me. One is I opened up to friends in college, and I talked to them as much as I could because I had never done that before. It felt freeing, and that was helpful more than you know. And also I stopped one day after a couple of months in a row of trying to commit suicide, and realized that there is a lot in this world, including my life, that I need to appreciate that I was not appreciating. And I started to look at the nature around me and just different things that are so amazing just being what they are. And that pulled me through it. Also music.
The moment in my life where I can relate to what happens in depression and being consumed with that grief or pain or sorrow is when my mother passed away, which was 6 years ago. my family has always been exceptionally close, and even today, my dad is my best friend outside my marriage, and we spend a lot of time together and do a lot of things together, and that's my best buddy is my father, and it was that way my whole life growing up with my mom and myself, and we. Long and short, she was very ill for a number of years and passed away in 2005, and those were very, very difficult years. The first, I'm going to say, 18 months or 2 years after she passed away for me and for my dad. And so I have lived through the hardest thing I can imagine with my life experience having to live through. And so I can definitely relate to that pain and the sorrow and the feeling of depression and the feeling of grief and being overwhelmed and all of those things. But not to steal from other organizations, but the It Gets Better campaign, I think, doesn't just relate to gay people. I think that relates to anything really in life, and being knocked down or rocked to your core or so submerged in a place where you feel like you can't get up. That's the part you have to remember, that it does get better, and it can get better, and you will be better. And it sometimes didn't feel like it would be. And I openly and honestly will admit there are times now, 6 years later, where I still get overwhelmed with the loss of my mom. There is hope and opportunity and life to live, and the trick is just forcing yourself to find a way to live it. And if you don't feel like you can do that on your own, you have to find another outlet. You have to find another way, or your life's in vain, and no one should ever feel like their life isn't worth living. It always is worth living. There's no limit to what anyone can do or be, or how they can impact everyone else.
I do know that in order to pull yourself away from an addiction, anything that's bad for you, depression, drugs, self-harm, you can't just take it away, because then there's something missing there. You have to fill it in with something. And the first thing I feel like it should be is something that you're passionate about or love, and you'll grow and soon learn to love yourself. I believe that in order to make yourself happy, you make other people happy. And just that connection with other people, even if you have to force it, will in turn make you happy.
I have one bit of advice. Slow down just a bit. Life is so fast, and with technology the way it is now, nobody pays attention to anybody anymore. Just trust one another and love one another, and that is going to, I think, help more than anything else possibly could. I agree. Anyway,
that's our advice and experience on both of those. We hope that this helps at least one person out there, whether it be now or in the future.
Well, I think we're done. It's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Cut.
Put it in a can.
Cut. I said cut.
Where is that guy?
I thought we were on TV.
I was told there would be television. Can I get some water? No. In a bottle.
Bye. See you next week. We're so glad to be a part of this collab. See you later. We love you all, and peace. Mwah.